being heard. Moving on, solid waste, water, and sewage. Beverly, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Sorry? I do. Oh, I'm sorry, Mario, please rise.
The municipal authority met yesterday, on Monday. Monday, we worked on our budget.
I'm being told that you're supposed to be quiet. Sorry?
We have a written report, is that correct?
I can't answer that. I don't know one.
Can't hear you. I'm sorry, the meeting minutes is what I received from the water authority.
New agenda. I'm new at this game tonight, so.
We hear from the board member, or?
Jeff, I mean,
I guess one of us can say, yes, I'd like to make a motion that we go hear from the board member.
does he need a motion, Jeff, or?
Who made, I'm sorry.
You don't need to do that.
What do I have to do to let it talk?
Chewy.
We just have to have a consensus of the majority to allow him to speak. It's not required a motion.
On a specific topic, of course. And that topic would be Mario what?
I want to report on our meeting Monday night.
The wastewater authority?
Wastewater authority, yes, the MACL meeting.
Does anyone have objections to Mario rising to speak about the water authorities?
I don't have an objection about Mario speaking. I would like to point out that we had intentionally changed the procedure for public reporting. And with regard to a public report such as the water authority, we said that we would set the minutes to 3 minutes. And if we had questions after reading the minutes, we would then ask the officials available, we would ask them to come to the podium and speak. So our desire is to read the report, and ask questions and have a conversation if there's need.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing, Mario. Beverly, do you have that minute?
I do not have it with me. I usually just make the announcement that water authority minutes are in the office, if you would like.
Jeff, what do we do now? If we don't have the minute?
Listen, it's up to council what you want to do. I mean, whether you want to hear from them or not, if we've got the minutes available, then the minutes are available.
New to me, so I beg everyone's help.
Well, we don't have the minutes. We have the gentleman here to give us a report.
Let him speak.
Yeah.
My God.
Speech,
Well,
speech.
I would, as a minimum, I would say, and I'll look for comments from other council members, that this is a learning experience we're going through because this is a new procedure. I would ask that next month we provide the minutes for that if there are issues like you feel need to be addressed to council, if you would indicate in minutes that the authority board member would like to speak to council about some of those issues, you do that. But with the whole purpose of this new work is to make our meetings more efficient and quite frankly shorter. So I think we can accomplish the same thing by reading the report in advance.
So you're being asked then by next month, I think if I hear the council's suggestion to make your announcement this evening, next meeting, have a prepared one that everybody would have, she could read. And then if there's questions, if I understand Bill's suggestion correctly, then you would rise to answer those questions. Is that what I'm understanding?
I do want to do that.
So we're asking him to proceed, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Mario, I guess you have the floor.
Okay, well, in regards to the recent discussion, I believe that Resolution 11 covers public speaking, not speaking for the report from a pending body of this organization. I am here to talk specifically about the activities of the MACL, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so the MACL met on Monday night. Amongst the topics we discussed was our budget. We are allocating, it is not approved yet, but we plan to review the budget one last time. It looks like we're going to put about $100,000 into sewer improvements. Okay, so we're hoping next year in our budget to spend right around $100,000 on improving the underground lines and associated systems along with that, so that we can reduce I&I and reduce that waste expenditure. We also, and the chief, don't hit me. There was a rumor spread that I don't know what it was, there was no facts, but anyway, we hear that fire departments are going to be coming to Conneaut Lake to fill up their trucks, to fill up pools. I don't know. We passed a new rule that says if you're a fire department and you come to Conneaut Lake and it's a non-fire related, that means If you're cleaning your truck, we don't care. That means if you're recharging after a fire, if you're doing a fire, this doesn't cover that. It only covers the situation where fire departments come here and charge their trucks with water and dispense them in pools. We've instituted a $25 charge for that.
That's
Okay?
per load, sir, or
Yeah, per load,
per truck?
per truck. I can't imagine that we are ever going to see that
I
happen.
don't think anybody's going to put it more.
I don't think so either, Chief.
There was a truck today, I got calls, that they were testing their truck, and the UL test on it. They used very little water. They had that.
None of that is even part of this, and I believe you're exempt, the Funny Lake Fire Department is exempt from, anyways, well, anyways. So we did that. There's also a matter that I think I'm supposed to talk to you about in executive session. So since you're going into executive session, I will come there and ask the attorney, the county solicitor, whether I'm supposed to talk about it in executive session or not. If not, I'll immediately leave. But I would like permission to discuss something in executive session, possibly if it's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not
But
sure.
that has nothing to do with water and sewage.
It is exactly to do with water and sewage.
I misunderstood.
And nothing more, nothing less.
I heard say I was just being clear.
Yes, and I don't need to stay for anything else. I just need to address council for a few minutes about something we decided that we want to explore. And I don't know whether it's appropriate or not, but I'll ask you that question in executive session. And then if you say no, I'll offer it out.
Executive session.
Thank you.
Definitely don't have an executive session open for, I mean, that's, the executive commission is,
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
that's not what it's for.
Okay. I guess we do that by draft or letter again. Any questions from Mario? Excuse me.
I do have one question, as long as we have board member covered. As we're finishing up the project on Water Street, there are still paving to be done on North First Street, and there will be 3 additional risers required for the water valves that are there. In the past, you have purchased those and provided those to us, and we've installed those. The contractor, either today or yesterday, talked to the tomorrow, was informed that they have to go out and purchase these before they start their paving next week. I thought I came to your board meeting, and I thought the agreement was that you initially asked the project to reimburse the authority for those covers, but the final agreement was, given the great amount of assistance that the contractors have provided to the authority regarding all the utilities and fire and speed, and also the offer of a couple of additional valves that you can have, if you wish, that the authority will inform Bob that you will provide those risers and pay for them to provide those to be installed in the street.
What was the question again?
Are you going to pay for that?
Our grant money is not going to pay for the risers. So we've already discussed this at your last board meeting, the board meeting that I attended. And your board agreed that you would not charge the project for the risers to cover your valves on the street. Okay, you provided something on the order of a dozen of those. The cost, I think it was $500 for the whole lot of them. There's now a requirement for 3 more, which Bob Morrow is aware of. But Bob Morrow was informing the contractor that your authority is not going to pay for those.
We discussed it with our engineer, and he said that there was no contractual obligation to provide these. There was no agreement to provide these.
And that's what he said when I was at your board meeting, but your board took his comments.
I can take it back.
And then made the decision to go ahead and pay for the riser.
I can.
As far as I'm concerned, you made the decision to pay for them. The only issue right now is there are 3 more than the original quantity that you purchased. And Bob seems to be under the impression that because they weren't not purchased, that we have to purchase the original. And so,
At the meeting, Bob was instructed to advise the contractor that we don't know of any contractual obligation to provide them and to provide us a written request for what they want. That's the action of the board, that's all I know.
I'm talking about the board meeting that I attended, when I asked.
I'd have to review the minutes of that meeting to see what happened there. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll call Laura tomorrow and I'll see if you're going to.
That would be available to,
I'm
that
sorry?
would be available to the project manager then, that information.
The meeting minutes? They're part of the public record, and if he doesn't have them, I can see to it that our secretary gets them. I'm sure she would, all we'd have to do is call and send them over.
Well, he's obviously asking for an answer if they could be reimbursed, and I guess your organization must give that
I
information.
can only tell you what we discussed and what we as a group
I
decided.
can be more depth than that, or we're not going to buy it. So if you want to install it, you better buy it.
There you go.
That was the agreement.
Well, again, that needs to, I understand from what you just said, you weren't aware of that, so you need to research that, find out.
The discussion that we took place, and it should be in your minutes, is that we have provided in excess of $8,000 man hours for work related to finding your utilities, which you were not able to locate yourself, and spending contractor time digging up the beach and very carefully searching out your underground utilities, which we spent many hours doing. And your board agreed that it was a fair exchange to not seek reimbursement from the authority for that work, and you would not seek reimbursement for us for something on a petty amount of $500 per part. And now that there are 3 or 4 more people, this number is 3. I don't think the cost is going to be more than $125. And so all I'm saying is, I think we should go out and get them so we can install it.
Are there any questions for me?
I don't have anything, as long as you can get back to them with an answer.
I certainly will report the discussion here to the board members.
Are you coming here, I thought your purpose of coming here was to coordinate with Borough Council for authority issues. Are you saying that, are you saying you're not going to take this back to your authority for action?
I think I just said the exact opposite. I will take it back to my board and report the comments made by Borough Council. I don't know what in my statement made you think I came here to coordinate. I simply stood to give a report about the activities of the board meeting. I don't have the authority to make any of these decisions unilaterally. I have to take them back to the board. I simply stood as a courtesy to council to report on the actions that we had on Monday night. That's it.
But the answer can be found.
I would assume so, yes.
I assume
There,
so, too.
just let me emphasize, there is a sense of urgency since the street will be paved next week.
I will convey the sense of urgency to the other board members, and should they elect, I imagine we could have a special meeting or whatever. We'll do it the most expedient way we can. I will take your concerns and comments back to our board. Once again,
I guess you can have a special meeting if you want, but the issue is already discussed and resolved, and Bob seems to have a different understanding.
does anybody have any further questions for me?
Well, I mean, my only question is basically a comment. If Bob is unaware of the decision that was made, I guess your board needs to direct him as to your findings, so he and you guys are on the same page. So depending on what your decision was, Bob could be accurate in saying they will or will not make that payment or that. Well, first of all, let me regress. Do you have risers in stock that you know of, or would they have?
I do not know the current inventory of.
Okay. I assume you did not, but Bob, of course, would. If you don't have them, to make Bill's point, you're not going to get any time for the payment if you had to order them unless they're readily available that I'm not aware of. But, I mean, I guess they could find them locally, I guess. I don't know. But council's request to you, Mario, would be to get Bill's information and get it back to him as quickly as possible so that we'll be accurate with your decisions, your board's decisions.
Once again, I don't know how there was any ambiguity on the issue.
I don't believe there
We
is.
had advised Bob to have the contractor submit in writing what they're requesting. That's what the board did.
Right.
I will, once again, take back your comments to our board for action, and I will send an email tonight to the board members emphasizing the urgency. That's all I have the power to do unilaterally while I'm giving this
Very
report.
good. You just said something that, you said your board had made a decision to request a contractor to provide you a written request for these parts?
Yes, yes,
What meeting was that decision?
Monday.
So you are aware of this issue, and in that conversation, you decided that the previous agreement did not come into play with regard to the last 3 risers. The first dozen or so was okay for you to provide those, but not the last 3.
I did not decide anything. I am reporting the actions of our board as a group and what we advised the board employee to do. And I am telling you that I will take your concerns and questions back to our board, and I believe that they'll act on them one way or the other. I don't know what they'll do. I can't promise that. I'm one member, folks. I don't know, you know, I want to keep whipping me, I'll stand here. I'm cool with it.
I'm not sure you understand what I'm saying. There shouldn't be a question to take back because the decision was already made. Now it's being reneged on. That's the whole point. Is it being reneged on or isn't it?
I'm clear on that point.
Then you should be able to answer it.
I did answer.
Is it being reneged on or isn't it?
Well, I don't recall a promise made for future parts or pieces for anything. Okay? I'd have to review our meeting minutes. That's the answer to that question. I can't tell you whether it's being reneged on or not. I don't recall a promise for any future or parts or pieces. I don't recall it. Okay? I will look into it. I will take your request and the strenuous nature that you have presented it to me back to our board and encourage them to act.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Mario, in a matter of time, I've been asked and now answered that you will do so. And obviously, anything you do to get an answer as quickly as possible is what I think I hear him asking for. So, again, you're only a vote on one, so you can't speak for your board. But give them that answer that the board has decided and report that to the project manager, and then we'll know. Because obviously we don't know where it's council. But if you get that information back to him, then that will answer his question. He'll know yes or he'll understand no. But you'll have to be the one at this time.